Discard is an important and healthy magic mechanic, and a vital piece of any magic environment. I am of course talking about targeted discard in this case, not general hand-ripping dark dealing discard. I'm talking about effects like Intimidation tactics, a card that is at once incredibly powerful, absolutely debilitating if it's played into the right matchup, but also suboptimal at best the rest of the time. Because Magic is fundamentally a game about risk-taking, both in the game but also in the deck building process. Part of playing a powerful combo deck is weighing up how much you want to lean into the speed of your combo ability versus protecting your ability to combo out given the situation. The traditional, widely accepted understanding of that is playing protection effects for your stuff on the board, holding up a Snakeskin Veil for after your Tifa Lockhart has resolved, for example. And it can be very easy to think that there's nothing you can do to avoid something like counter magic when you're playing as a combo player. That is, when we don't have something like Cavern of Souls in the format, which I genuinely don't like. Well-designed counter magic encourages a back and forth between the control and the combo player of, do you have it? Can I force you to have it? Do I have an expendable piece in my hand? Do I need to slow myself down so I always have the mana to pay through a mana leak effect? A back and forth not in the deck construction phase, but in the actual gameplay. Given the experience of getting Thought Seized, it can feel like discard is a step even further beyond that. Something that can't be interacted with by a Snakeskin Veil, something that can't be played around by holding up mana, but instead, discard presents an invaluable other side of the coin to hard removal. While obviously I would want to keep my Tifa in hand if I know that my opponent is just sitting on a Bitter Triumph waiting to use it, the dilemma changes fundamentally if I know that my opponent can also rip the occasional thing from my hand. Basically, every standard format for an incredibly long time has had duress in it. Not a duress effect, I mean specifically duress the card, because spending your first turn taking a non-creature card out of your opponent's hand is actually usually best into control matchups, removing a player's ability to refill their hand or interact with you in niche and specific ways. A card like Intimidation Tactics changes that up by getting to the part of Thoughtseize that's actually most important. While it's not unusual for a Thoughtseize to rip a combo or card draw or control piece out of your hand, the real value of Thoughtseize is that you can play it on turn 1 and remove your opponent's turn 2 threat. Because nothing gives the black control player more time to set up their hell-bent, horrifying, unnerve rack lock than not giving you the ability to start punching them in the face. Yes, Intimidation Tactics has cycling, and it has an alternate mode of taking an artifact from your opponent's hand. But let's be real, if you're not using the exile a creature from your opponent's hand mode, you're already in a fantastic position, or a terrible one where you've allowed your opponent to get all of their stuff on the board. There is a reason that we don't always get 1-mana cards that can exile creatures from the hand in every standard, because they're fantastic. And of course, special shout out must go to the fact that Intimidation Tactics exiles from the hand, because we can't let the Superior Spider-Man Reanimator players have any fun, now can we? Like and subscribe to see me playing Superior Spider-Man Reanimator on ladder and getting absolutely hosed by main deck graveyard hate. Ultimately, Duress is a card that sees most of its play based on what's good in the format. Has some sort of absolutely crazy creatureless combo deck started taking over standard? Omniscience. Whereas Intimidation Tactics has been seeing less play than at least I certainly think it probably should, because this is just a 1-mana removal spell for your opponent's best creature in the next 2 to 3 turns. And if you wouldn't play that card, I'm not 100% sure that you understand how control works.